What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of the 2025 Alta 2850KRL. And this is a pretty darn interesting rear living setup. I mean, you guys have definitely seen one similar to this in the past. However, they do things just a little bit differently. And I think you can admit that is a good looking travel trailer. But we're going to start off on the inside, work our way around the outside. But first, I'm going to go ahead and put all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes up on the screen, along with a link for Funtown RV where you can access some pricing and check out some locations. But before we get inside, a couple little quick hitters, because a lot of you don't make it to the outside. First off, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button or drop a comment and say hello. It definitely does wonders for me. But you have a drop frame up front that's going to lead to a whole lot of extra space, and I'll show you that better here down the road. But they are a fiberglass Asdale inside and outside, so it's a little bit of a higher end build, and you have aluminum truss work as well, I do believe. I think this is a completely six-sided aluminum frame construction, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll put some more information on that too. Fiberglass front cap, power tongue jack, two 20-pound propane tanks. But let's show you the specs over here. I know they just popped up on the screen, so now it may be a little bit redundant, but 7,039 pounds and a cargo carrying capacity of 2,500 pounds. And I point that out because it is a little bit of a nicer build. This thing holds more weight than some travel trailers that are out there in the industry. But now we can head on into the inside. And as we're passing it, there's gonna be a door for the bedroom. I like the fact they use the big boy steps right there, the kind that flip up into the doorway. They also have Goodyear Endurance tires too. Those are gonna be 15-inch. And the aluminum is gonna be a little bit of an upgraded package. But you have the 2025 Alta 2850 KRL. And right when you walk in, you know, typically there's like a sofa in the back, but you have the sofa right over there. It's an easy pull out too, so you can do it with like pretty much one hand. Even a kid can do it. But you have your theater seating back here, and then your TV is kind of on an angle. And let's see, this is on a swivel too, so no matter where you are, you can move it around. But you're also going to get a little bit of hidden storage right there. You see that hinge. We'll get to that here in a second. But I mean, first, look at the fact you get the blade lighting up top. I just think that looks really nice. Those are also going to be dimmable, by the way. 82 inches for head height in this unit, and they use a 5-inch vacuum bonded roof as well too, which is nice. A little bit better than the industry standard. Now that's for sure. The Alta tries to go after a little bit more of somebody that's going to be using their camper just a hair more. Dinette as well, and it's going to be one of the bigger ones. So as you can see, you know, it's got enough room for maybe like a little roundy out there. You know, flats, you'll have no problem. And then, gosh almighty, that was in there pretty tight. But you got a pull-out drawer, and it's on the rollers, which is nice. But, I mean, look at the size of the windows. Fully laminated slide-out box as well with 5/8 tongue and groove flooring. But all of these are going to open up for a good breeze. They're all going to be tinted, and they come with the old Dracula shade, baby. So stop the old skin from sizzling. You're ready to rock. Like I said before, the couch, easy to pull out for some additional sleeping, and you have some accent lighting. But over onto the back, I mean, even more windows, and they're all massive. So you gotta love that. Counters on either side of the theater seating, along with USBs, universal Cs, and outlets. They also use the thermofoil wrap all throughout the camper, which, you know, babe, if you're watching, I love you, but I like that because it's a little bit lighter weight. It still looks really good, and it's impervious to any type of water. It doesn't really stain or anything like that. Easy to clean. Just nice all around. But these are the quick reclines, so they drop down nice and flat. So again, you could take a snoozer there if you want, if you don't want to hit the pull-out couch. A couple different, you know, cup holders if you want to dual wield some brewskis. You can definitely do that. Or even just hold hands here in the middle. I mean, Honey Buns would have a good time with that. Be a great place to read a book. You know, imagine there's some woods behind you and you're chilling. I think that'd be pretty nice. Open that bad boy up, and you know, you're living the high life. So right over here, I also enjoy how it's on the strut system as well, so you don't have to worry about it, you know, coming and clanking down on you too. I did show you the control panel, I believe. If I didn't, just in case, that's for your awnings and your slide outs. Plus you have your dimmers right there too as well, which sometimes it shows up a little funky on the camera. So if it's blinking, it's not how it sees it in real life. It's just that I'm shooting at the 60 frames. TV is going to be a smart TV. Again, it's on a swivel. You also have your soundbar with HDMI, USB, zone 1 and 2. So that's going to be inside and outside. So you can rock on both sides. And you have your fireplace that's going to put out about 4,700 BTUs of heat. So it'll really heat the entirety of this. Like right now, for instance, It's about 40 degrees out here. It's getting a little cold. Now the sun's out, it actually feels pretty good. But that would be enough heat to heat the entirety of this camper. You also get a little bit of overhead storage there too as well. So to get this down, you're going to grab it. Oh, sorry, I should have shown that a little better. Just grab it, pull down, easy as can be. It's up there a little higher too, so maybe some of the grandkids, you know, you could hide some of the good snacks right in here. Keep it away from the shorties. But you got a great place for you know, heck, towels, board games. I mean, towels. I don't know who the heck would put towels in there. You know, board games. Certainly not towels, but I guess you could if you're like that. And then right here, you don't even have to pull it back down too. It just snaps right into place. Solar on this one, I believe there's a 200-watt solar panel up top, but it does come prepped for it naturally. No slide outs or no vents into the floor, and I like that accent lighting. You'll notice the vents are going throughout the camper too. A 35,000 BTU furnace, if I'm not mistaken, and then 15K AC if I didn't say it already. It's also got a drop where you can open it up and kind of let it flow. 10.7 12-volt refrigerator, so enough for, you know, a long weekend, or if you're using this for two or a single traveling, you know, maybe a week's for sure. You also have your microwave with all the modes that matter. You got popcorn and potato mode. You got enough room in that bad boy. You're also going to have the lights, the fans. It doesn't open up, but a really nice campsite window right there just to pull in some of that natural lighting. And then you got the 3-top burner to whip up all the fixings, along with, you know, place for a pizza. You have your breaker box down there, and then you're going to get 4 pull-out drawers. The top one is going to have room for utensils too, so kind of a little organizer. The other 3, you know, obviously do not. And again, the thermo wrap for the countertops. You're also going to get a flip-up extension, and then underneath the sink, you got room where you can put a trash can, obviously access to your plumbing, stainless steel undermounted bowl with the drying rack, and then you got the whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. You're also going to have your cup cleaner there, along with an outlet, and then, I mean, bada bing, bada boom. You got plenty of storage. Plus, you got the magnetic latch with the copper tab there too as well. Your control is going to be located right here, along with another outlet, and it's a shotgun style bathroom. I know some people don't love them, but I think it really works. And you do have an exit in the bedroom too, so you don't have to worry about ever being trapped by a guest. Maybe if they're showering in this, you know, 36 by 36 shower, at least I believe it is, pretty good size. But just for reference, 6 foot, 295 pounds, and you can see you're about 6'5" here up into the ceiling, and then, you know, maybe like 6'2" right there, so a really nice size shower. And then you got the curtain that kind of pulls out. Obviously, you got your shower head and a couple places for, you know, soaps and shampoos just to make life a little bit easier. The porcelain foot flush throne, let's see how we're looking. Once you close that door, you'll get about another 1.5 inches or so of room. It's a good spot. It's a little tight on this side when the door's open, but you're not doing your thing with the door open, let's be real. You're also going to have a, like if you look right here, it's a 3-inch thick wall on the interior walls too, which is not an industry standard by any means. Flip it around, the first thing you're going to see is a mirror for the bowling gun, baby. You also have your Suburban on-demand hot water heater. So that's going to be long-lasting water if that is you know, something that you're into. If you take long showers, that's the water heater that you're going to want. Big old plastic bowl right here with access to your plumbing and a little bit of storage, along with a little baby hamper right there. Now, it's a little thin up here, so I don't know if the camper, I don't know what you're going to put in there, because if you put too many clothes, it would kind of pop out a little bit, but certainly like boxers and socks and things of that nature. Okay, this one does have the dual ACs. I apologize. I think I misspoke earlier. So you do have the 2 ACs. It's all ducted too, by the way, so this will go on an H-track system. So basically it's like going straight down, pushing the air as it goes. King bed, and you got plenty of room on either side to walk around. Plus, again, don't forget your own separate entrance. Both sides are going to have pull-out drawers and room for hanging items, along with some overhead storage there too as well. And again, the 81 inches of head height really makes this feel a little bit bigger. And then underneath here, you got kind of an open space. Gosh almighty, they really put that in there. Then you have the dresser there too as well. TV backer located just above the emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry, and then drill, zoom, and bop. You can you know, put in the TV bracket. And then on both sides too, you have USBs, outlets. You're also going to see a little cubby back there, so you got room for your CPAPs and things of that nature. But all right, guys, maybe drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Now I'm going to head around the outside and show you everything that you need to know there. But again, this is the 2025 Alta 2850 KRL. And if you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button for me, or drop a comment and say what's up. But I'm going to put a link for Funtown RV where you guys can access some pricing on this model. I think you guys might be worth checking out. I think it is. I think it's pretty cool. But heck, you're the one with the money. You're the one watching the video. You tell me. What do you guys think about it? But all right. So we already pointed out a pretty good bit. You know, the fiberglass, the aluminum frame construction. It does have a lifetime warranty on the roof material, though, which is nice. But you have your power tongue jack, two 20-pound propane bottles, and a battery spot for 2 units, along with a rock guard and the molded fiberglass front cap. Plus, you have those LED lights that are just shining up like justice at night, which are pretty darn nice. Now, the drop frame here into the front is what's leading you into this really nice pass-through storage. And on the other side is a nice docking station there for you. But you got your outlets, you know, your GFCIs, the solid entry steps, the Solera 3000 series for the awning, which basically means it'll run off of solar, you know, the 12-volt, whatever you got going there. But you have the Goodyear Endurance tires, and these are going to be, see if I can find the size on them, ST 225/75 R15s. And the aluminum wheels are going to be an upgraded package. There's your 2 marine grade exterior speakers, extra large grab handle, leash latch with a little apple juice cracker right there. And then you're gonna have your spare tire along with a bumper. Plus you have the spray port here, as well as the LP quick connect will be located right down there. But your backup camera prepped there too as well, which is pretty darn nice. And then you have a 250-pound weight capacity to get on top of your roof, so you can check your seals and check your slides. Now, speaking of the slides, you are notice that they are going to be prepped for a slide topper. That's that little black bar. If you're ever out there just kind of shopping down on the lot, slide topper is a piece of awning that goes from here to here, and it prevents debris from falling on top of your unit, prevents any type of you know, moments. I shouldn't say all, because I mean something I guess could get underneath it. But you got 2 seals in here before you puncture in, and that's where, like, you know, a leak would be. So they're already pretty protected. But imagine like a 6-inch branch or something getting plugged into there. That's always a no-no for sure. So right here you got your front and back jacks independently running right there. So each one has its own separate. All right, guys, you got your sewer outlet connection. Will be located right there, along with a place where you can access all of your valves. You're also going to have your black tank flush located right there, and then your front and your 2 front left and right jacks, along with your low paint drain, and then your freshwater drain will be located right there as well. Now, opening this up, that drop frame is going to give you a much bigger than average docking station. So you have the solar charge controller. You also have the battery disconnect switch. And then this is going to be your cable and satellite. You got some outlets, and then your hot and cold water. And I also like how they introduce brass fittings too, which is nice. But yeah, all right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2025 Alta 2350, I think, KRB. See ya.